Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. Friends, in this video I'm going to give you an introduction to the syllabus of second semester BCom General English under Bangalore University, and this is the SCP syllabus which was introduced from the year 2024. And let's have a glance at the blueprint of the syllabus. You have here 8 chapters from the prose and poetry section and 6 important lessons from the language component. So let's have a discussion one by one about each chapter. So prose and poetry, as we know very well, you might have the experience of the first semester examination. Prose and poetry consist 50 marks. Under prose and poetry, we have 8 chapters here. Chapter number 1, lesson number 1, Self-Made Man by Stephen Leacock. Stephen Leacock, the famous Canadian humorist and economist, and this is a satirical essay in which Stephen Leacock humorously critiques the concept of the so-called self-made man, where a person who claims to have achieved success entirely through personal effort without external help. Second lesson we have here, Toba Texting by Saadat Hasan Manto. Saadat Hasan Manto, the famous South Asian writer, and this is a very powerful short story which captures the tragic consequences of the partition of India in 1947. It's one of Manto's famous works. This highlights the absurdity, pain, and the displacement which was caused by the division of the continent, the subcontinent, that is the partition of India and partition of India. Third lesson we have here, The Homecoming by the famous writer Rabindranath Tagore, and it's again a short story which talks about childhood rebellion, misunderstanding, alienation, and tragedy. It tells the poignant story of a boy, Pathik Chakravarti, a restless and mischievous boy who yearns for freedom, but ultimately what happens? He meets a tragic fate due to the neglect and lack of understanding. Fourth lesson, another story, Yellowfish by C.S. Lakshmi, the famous Tamil writer who is known as Ambai also. And this is a translated version from the Tamil story Manjal Meen, and it's taken from the book The Inner Courtyard Stories by Indian Women. It's edited by Lakshmi Holstrom. Yellowfish is a deeply symbolic and poetic short story which explores the themes of freedom, confinement, identity, and loss. Fifth lesson we have here, Confession of a Book Review by George Orwell. George Orwell, who is a famous writer, critic, British novelist, poet, essayist, and Confession of a Book Reviewer is an humorous essay in which George Orwell exposes the harsh realities of being professional book reviewer. He uses the satire and irony, and through this, he portrays the life of a reviewer, which is always as thankless, exhausting, frustrating, and sometimes filled with the forced enthusiasm for books which they don't enjoy. Sixth lesson, that's a poem by My Grandmother's House, written by the famous poet, English and Malayalam poet Kamala Das. It's very personal and nostalgic poem in which Kamala Das expresses her desire for the past and the warmth she once felt at her grandmother's home. The poem explores the themes of love, loss, memory, and nostalgia, reflecting the poet's emotional emptiness in the present compared to the warmth of her childhood. Seventh, again another poem, seventh lesson, Refugee Blues by W.H. Auden, a famous English poet, playwright, and critic. And this poem was written in 1939, just before the outbreak of World War II. The poem reflects the suffering of Jewish refugees fleeing Nazi Germany, highlights the themes of exile, discrimination, and the indifference of the world to their plight. It's written in the form of a blues poem, which combines simple language with a melancholic rhythm to evoke a sense of deep sorrow and injustice. Then last lesson under literature, I Have a Dream, which is one of the most famous speeches in history delivered by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on August 28, 1963, during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The speech is a powerful call for racial equality, justice, and freedom, using the visionary language, biblical references, and historical allusions to inspire millions. So these are the 8 lessons which you will learn in the literary components for 50 marks. Now we are going to have a discussion here about language component, which has the weightage for 30 marks. Under language component, we have very first topic, basic communication skills. Here, you will learn the meaning of communication, the effectiveness of communication skills, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and the body language. So here, they will ask you the 2 marks or the 1 marks questions. So you can watch my special videos on communication skills. The links are available in the description box. Second, language functions. Here you will learn how to introduce yourself, how to make an inquiry, how to give an information, and how to give instructions. So again, I have done a videos on language functions. Link is available in description box. Third topic you have here, dialogue writing. You need to compose, you need to draft the dialogue based on the given situation, or you need to fill up the blanks for the given dialogues. And dialogue writing will help you to enhance your writing skills. Then the fourth one, which is very new here, news writing. Here, a situation will be given, and based on the situation, you need to draft a news for the newsletter or for the newspaper. For example, your college has conducted an intercollegiate event. You want to publish that news with the photographs in the newspaper. So here you will learn which are the important elements of news writing, the guidelines, the do's and don'ts. So this is quite very interesting topic. Then the fifth topic, you have speech writing. This is going to help you to develop your speaking skills as well as your writing skill. Here you will learn how to draft welcome speech, vote of thanks, farewell speech. So that's going to develop your writing skill. And the last topic you have here, job-oriented skills. This is very important. You will learn how to draft cover letter, that means application for the job, how to draft a professional CV or resume, as well as how to write email. So this is very important topic, job oriented skills, and professionally, if you really work hard, that's going to help you in the final year when you go for the placement. So friends, this is how I have tried to give you an overview of the second semester BCom General English syllabus. If you look at this question paper pattern, the section A, which consists the lessons from the prose and poetry, here 2 marks, 5 questions, 5 marks, 2 questions, 10 marks, 2 questions. Then basic communication skills, 5 marks, language functions, 5 marks, news writing, 5 marks, dialogue writing, 5 marks, CV, cover letter, CV writing, email writing, 5 marks, speech writing, 5 marks. So friends, this is how you can see here the second semester BCom General English syllabus under Bangalore University. So very shortly, I'll be doing the videos on all the topics, so you can go through the playlist and you will find all the videos links over there. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, any queries, you can reach me at mukeshenglish@gmail.com. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, it's the right time to subscribe. Click on the like button, write in the comment box, and also share this video to your friends, to your classmates. So thank you once again.